time for main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds for the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Championship of the World. This main event is sanctioned by the Mauritius MMA Federation and its president, Avinash Ramtahor. This historic Bantamweight World title fight is presented by our global apparel partner, Top 10, our global trading platform partner, Bit Delta, and our jewelry partner, Al Azhar Jewelry. Your three judges for this bout are Peggy, Atul, and Heaven. Your referee in charge of the action is the Vanilla Gorilla, Arn Wallace. Two warriors are ready to collide inside the BRAVECF 82 Mauritius Arena. Brave Nation, don't blink for this one. This will be absolute fire. Our main event of the evening. Two men enter. Only one leaves with his arm raised in victory. Who comes out on top in this amazing main event? It's time to find out. Let's introduce our two main event warriors. Brave Nation, can you feel the thunder? It's time to be brave. Before we begin, I have one question for you and one question only. For all those watching in paradise, the amazing island of Mauritius, and the millions watching around the world, Brave Nation, are you ready? Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 163 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 61.05 kilograms. Representing KHK, Team Bahrain, and Combat Doe, and fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, USA! Please welcome the former Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, Jose Torres! And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 7 wins and 2 losses. He stands 178 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 61.15 kilograms. Representing Attila's MMA and Fitness Academy and Soma Fight Club and fighting out of South Africa. Please welcome the reigning, defending, undisputed Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, Nkosi the Future Ndebele. For referee instructions, Arn Wallace.
To utilize every bit of that length, every bit of that reach to get the win here tonight.
Phil, though that means that my fellow American Jose Torres has a lower center of gravity, I think we're going to see him using that to good effect.
Shorty needs to put it on Nkosi right from the get-go. He cannot afford to let him establish that range and that distance. He has to get in his face and make it nasty. But in doing so, he's going to eat an elbow like that. There's still a little bit of scar tissue over the brows of Jose Torres from the first fight.
Shorty Torres typically has taken a round to wake up. Needs to get hit in the head a few times just to get into the game. He's getting hit in the head a couple of times. I'm hoping he gets in this game real fast.
And you can see right from the get-go Nkosi. Beautiful kick to the body from Shorty. You can see right from the get-go Nkosi implementing the same strategy that won him the belt. Popping off the jab, closing that distance, making things awkward for Shorty Torres, filling that space between the two with jabs, with teeps, with kicks.
Shorty wants to get in close. He wants to get his arms wrapped around his opponent's body, but he's getting dragged through the garden of pain before he can do it.
Thought about the flying knee, and you can already see revving up on the eye of Jose Shorty Torres. He's trying to punch his way into the clinch, but he stops midway. He's either got to be all the way in or all the way out. There can be no half measures should you wish to come away as the undisputed Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight champion of the world.
One problem, Phil, is finding an opponent that can mimic Nkosi's style. Who is as fast as he is?
Especially at bantamweight.
With that kind of reach, there's plenty of people as tall as him, but none of them that fast.
So far in the thought of champion's performance so far from Nkosi Ndebele. And on the single, that's huge for Shorty Torres, but this is a hallmark of Nkosi's style of getting up. We've seen that in the first fight and the second fight. He will give up the back in order to get to his feet. You wonder, will Jose Shorty Torres be able to exploit that?
Nkosi very wisely, Brave Nation, staying hinged at the hips. When your body's straight up and down, it's easy to lift up. When you hinge forward like that, particularly if you put your head up against that fence, it's very hard to get the takedown.
Midway point of round number one. Shorty Torres has the body lock, one under around the back. A little bit of chit-chat going on between the two, and whilst these guys are legitimate adversaries, there is no genuine malice between the two. There's still almost begrudging respect. Jose Shorty Torres trying to work to take the back, and Nkosi right back up again. That head kick got partially through, also meaning it was partially blocked.
Shorty Torres now knows what he's got to do, and he's done it.
Beautiful lead uppercut to hook combination from Nkosi. Really starting to dig into that full repertoire of strikes, and that's the difference. When Nkosi throws shots, they land. When Shorty is landing shots, he needs to land one or throw one or two in order for the third to be effective. Beautiful jab, but that's a smart low kick from Shorty Torres.
Well timed, and Nkosi may feint low with a front kick and then go high.
Doubling up and tripling up on the jab is Nkosi Ndebele. Staying light on the feet, implementing some beautiful lateral movement. Aaron Wallace will definitely be getting his steps in this fight. Big shot over the top again. Shorty Torres in on the single. But Nkosi, every time what goes up must come down.
There's a mat return. Is there going to be a second mat return? We got a hook in. Bro stick takedown possible coming up. Nkosi Ndebele very wisely keeping his body tight against that fence, Brave Nation. With his body tight against the fence, it is going to be tough for Shorty to get that second hook, that left hook, around the end of the thigh.
Shorty Torres just biding his time. Slow, methodical, incremental improvements by Shorty Torres. Trying to keep his weight pinned against Nkosi. Nkosi again. Slowly but surely getting to his feet. Technically a grounded opponent, not a grounded opponent anymore. Potential knee to the head here.
Nkosi's going to try and protect himself. He may want to try and make a little bit of range and get that right forearm into the crook of his opponent's arm, and therefore break Shorty's grip. Excellent knee attempt to the head.
Doesn't quite get through, but Shorty Torres finishing the round in a very strong position. Shorty Torres looks happy with the work he did. He's going back to his corner with a smile on his face. He said something to himself. Shorty Torres is a big fan of positivity, of believing in yourself. about your scorecard as we progress through this fight.
Shorty now knows exactly what he needs to do, and he knows he's been successful at it. Take his opponent down, cause some damage. Nkosi Ndebele, too, knows what he's got to do. Stay in the outside.
Oh, huge knee.
That's a high attack.
That's a beautiful knee to the body. But Shorty Torres has a gas tank on him. Nkosi Ndebele just trying to find those little skills. Beautiful kick to the body. Shorty Torres needs to get a little bit dirty in this fight, rough him up a little bit. Both fighters exchange big shots to the body there. Another head kick blocked by Shorty Torres. 1-2 from Nkosi, pinpoint accuracy, pinning back the head of the former champion, the #1 contender, the challenger, Jose Shorty Torres.
Shorty keeping that right hand real high, Phil.
Beautiful kicking game by Nkosi, using that oblique kick, that push kick to the knee. Thought about the standing elbow, shades of Anderson Silva against Tony Strickland.
Brave Nation, unless you've received low kicks at the level that Nkosi Ndebele can throw them, it may look like Shorty's just getting touched, but these legs are getting chewed up.
And what Nkosi's doing beautifully is he's marring those kicks and bringing the attention of Shorty Torres down, and then moving up with the jabs, the 1-2s, those cutting, crashing elbows. Again, beautiful, stiff, spear-like straight from Nkosi Ndebele.
Nkosi's push kick is not just a push kick, it's piercing. He's driving the ball of the foot into his opponent's body, into the organs.
That's another good shot from Nkosi. He's really utilising that length. Everything Nkosi's throwing in this round seems to be landing for him. Shorty Torres, as tough as they come, marching forward with almost reckless abandon. These guys living up to the hype. First fight was a belter, second fight was incredible. This third fight to cap the trilogy could be historic.
Interesting technique exchange. We saw an elbow attempt from Nkosi. Shorty used it to get a hold, albeit briefly, of his opponent. We may just see Nkosi stay in the outside now, pick his opponent off at long range, and not attempt to come in with those elbows.
See the way he kicked low while almost simultaneously. He's hurt! He's hurt!
Shorty's still in on it! Went in for a single, he's taking big punishment now!
But the presence of mind of Nkosi to take a step back and almost let Shorty up to where Nkosi is most dangerous. Spinning back kick from Nkosi Ndebele. This is championship behavior from Nkosi Ndebele.
That's 2 elbows, Phil. As tough a human being as Shorty Torres is, and there's none tougher, he's a human being. No human being is elbow proof.
All these little shots, I say little, they're crashing elbows. All these shots are getting through for Nkosi Ndebele. Corner Shorty Torres imploring him to take the fight to Nkosi. That's a beautiful uppercut. These knees are landing at will. Is Shorty Torres the toughest fighter on the roster?
Toughest I can remember right now, Phil.
It's a toss-up between former middleweight champion, light heavyweight champion Mohamed Fakhreddin and Shorty Torres for the toughest, the BMF of Brave Combat Federation, if you will.
Nkosi looking for a target for that knee. Almost caught the chin. If he does, the lights are out.
See just a little bit of blood, a modicum of blood on the shoulder of Torres. Hasn't quite opened up just yet. But it's a beautiful stick.
What a neck, what conditioning!
The counter work from Nkosi is sumptuous. 30 seconds left with which to work. Torres cannot eat too many more of these shots. Game face as always. You could not tell if he has been hurt by any of these shots, even when he got dropped.
Brave Nation, the lower down the chin you hit, the more of a disorienting effect it has. Nkosi Ndebele is working down the head, from above the brow, down to that chin.
Final 10 seconds of the second round. Nice shot to the body from Shorty Torres, but wow, what a way for Nkosi to finish.
Land on it, punching across the shoulders. It's lights out time.
And Jose Ndebele light on his feet. Looks like he could do this for days. And if you add up the amount of time they spent in the cage, they probably have done this for what feels like days to each combatant. And Jose picking right up from where he left off, peppering Shorty with a multitude of strikes. I would love to see the metrics on round number 2 of how many shots Nkosi landed.
Nice kick coming back from Shorty Torres. Second attempt at a kick. That's it, Phil. Nkosi, he's going to land those shots, but he's mainly doing them now to get his opponent's attention down. That's what he wants to do. He smells blood. He thinks if he can land that straight to the chin, right there, he thinks he can end him.
And Jose, do you remember, I don't know if anyone remembers Dalsim from Street Fighter. He would throw out these shots, they'd be elongated. That's exactly what we're seeing. This is a Street Fighter-esque performance from Nkosi Ndebele. Now, the only point I could potentially make with maintaining this kind of pace, could Nkosi potentially come a little bit complacent, which would then create openings for Shorty Torres.
Nkosi is one of the strong, he's not just one of the strongest pound-for-pound fighters physically that I know, he's one of the strongest mentally. He doesn't lose his composure.
Oh, pop knee again from Jose Ndebele. He is throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at Shorty Torres right now. And again, if you're Nkosi right now, you might be thinking to yourself, what do I need to do to get this guy out of here?
Remember, Phil, Nkosi Ndebele has had his entire pro career here in Brave Combat Federation. Everybody's fight is a killer.
Nkosi really running through the classics, the hits here, the 1-2, the stiff jab, the shot to the body, the corner. Shorty Torres screaming he's tired, more so in hope than, I think, observation. Another stiff shot, but Jose Shorty Torres is just eating these and marauding forward.
Again, Nkosi trying to get his opponent's attention down, get him thinking about that legs.
Oh, spinning heel kick, and what happens if you throw a spinning heel kick somewhat lackadaisically? You give up the back. Torres trying to slip the arm underneath the back right now, or underneath the neck. Again, this happened in the very first fight. Can Nkosi defend, or can Shorty Torres?
Nkosi's clamped down on that glove. He does not want to let go of that glove. If he does, those hands can connect and we can get a nasty short choke in place.
And Shorty Torres again takes the back, but beautiful work to spin out of danger from Nkosi Ndebele. Was that the moment that Shorty Torres needed to take, to steal, to change the momentum of this fight? Has it slipped through his fingers? Only time will tell.
Phil, I think not. I think it's let him know he's got a big shot here. Take his opponent down, slap a choke on there, and he becomes the end new.
Shorty Torres trying to get that takedown. A former Juco National Wrestling Champion, Division II All-American in wrestling. Shorty Torres has the accolades to prove that he has what it takes to be a champion.
Nkosi Ndebele did an incredible job of bouncing off the floor, was taken down before Shorty could even think about getting those hooks in. Boop, pop back up.
That was a fun noise, Carrick. Enjoyed that. Not as much as I am enjoying the action we are seeing unfold in front of us. Jose Shorty Torres, but he's got the back, but he's still at an elbow from Nkosi. He seems to be able to find these minuscule pockets of space to land shots.
That elbow gonna pop from the crowd, but when you drive your tricep into the forehead, right on the hairline of your opponent, actually hurts your arm more than the head. That was the point of the elbow. That can hurt even the shoulders.
Jose Torres doing a great job of just riding the back right now, but look at what Nkosi's doing. So intelligent. He's getting the point of the elbow into the bicep, into the forearm to break the grip. Fight IQ for days, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, beautiful. Straight to lead uppercut combination. Big shot over the top again. And Nkosi's throwing with some serious venom. Woo! Shot to the body from Torres. A big knee from Jose Shorty Torres. Most definitive shot of the fight that he has landed.
Phil, strategically, the worst thing that Shorty Torres had to deal with was that elbow strike, and he's got an answer for the elbow strikes now.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained?
Shorty pressing forward.
Takes the center right away, and Nkosi implementing the lateral movement that's been successful for him. Jumping kick from Shorty Torres, doing the right thing, not chasing right there. Because it's been when he's been chasing in that he gets hit, he gets hit with the counters. Again, low with the push kick to the jab. Beautiful work from Nkosi. Shorty Torres trying to get to the body, but solid low kick from Shorty Torres. And again, this is a lot better from Shorty Torres.
Shorty Torres knows exactly what he's got to do. Get in the inside, take it down to the ground. But he's landing some good shots from the outside as well.
Eats a stiff jab. We were curious how that scar tissue of Nkosi would hold up.
Shorty's left eye is beginning to swell dramatically, Phil.
But he's not cut. That is what is most important right now, I'm sure, for Shorty Torres.
Too much more swelling and that eye may close. Human beings need two eyes to distance manage. That happens, it's going to be a tough fight, and this is a tough fight.
And Nkosi just looks like he's waiting to unleash something from the chamber.
There's those elbows that Nkosi had the most luck with in the second fight. It's not landing him to the same extent by any means.
That was a real solid leg kick there from Shorty Torres. I'm not sure if it forced Nkosi to switch stances, or switching stances being a real hallmark of his game. Better from Shorty Torres, but doesn't land that big shot over the top. Again, solid leg kick from Shorty Torres. The greater frequency with which he can land those leg kicks, it'll take a little bit of the pop of the step, that pep in the step, that little bit of pop away from the shots of Nkosi Ndebele, because he won't be able to sit down on them.
Shorty digging in ferociously to those legs. Eating shots as he stalks forward, but he continues moving forward.
This kicking game from Shorty Torres is changing the complexion of the round. Has to be careful not to chase. Nice shot over the top from Nkosi. Shorty Torres looks really fresh in there for a man that's in the fourth round.
Shorty Torres fought through extreme adversity. He's now clearly feeling buoyed.
Nice framing crash elbow. Shorty needs to keep moving that head side to side. Cannot be a static target to be hit. Nice straight. The eye looks like it's only one shot away from opening up.
Nice shot from Shorty, knocked his opponent's mouthpiece out. Little hand touch, no more loving those gloves until the fight's over.
Nice work with the body from Torres. And on a takedown, Jose Torres, big takedown from Torres. 90 seconds left in the fourth championship round.
Shorty needs to get head height. He's got to get his head higher than his opponent's. There he goes. Now he's got to cause damage and quickly.
Nkosi Ndebele once again willing to give up the back.
Takedowns no longer count under a refined understanding of the unified rules. If you take somebody down, you got to cause damage.
And I'm not quite sure just how much damage Jose Shorty Torres is imposing upon Nkosi. Yes, it's dominant positional control. However, he's not quite landing the shots he needs to score points.
Shorty Torres' mission may be submission. That may be why he's not throwing those big shots. He's afraid to lose control. But if that's his mission, he doesn't have long. 35 seconds is not a long time to set up a sub in this sport.
30 seconds left. Arwan's taking a long hard look at it. He's calling for a little bit of action, or he may break the fighters. And look at the reddening on the inside of the left leg of Jose Shorty Torres.
Brave Nation, Nkosi Ndebele is fully within his rights under the unified rules to simply hold on to his opponent and wait for a stand-up. He's speaking to the crowd now, saying, nope. Back and forth. You can try it if you want, just for fun as a fan.
Fifth and final round of what could be the end of one of the most enthralling trilogies in MMA.
Shorty Torres in on a single, in on a double, hands are locked.
Doesn't quite have it. Can he finish it? Can he rip Nkosi off the cage? Nkosi did a great job implementing some beautiful balance and goes right back to work with the 1-2s.
Fantastic counter wrestling by the champ.
But you can never count Shorty Torres out. You just cannot. If you do, you're an idiot. Big shot over the top from Nkosi.
Nkosi's hand slowing down a little bit, Phil.
Just as you say that, he lands a crisp lead uppercut. But yeah, of course, things are going to come a little bit fragmentally slower pace in the fifth round.
Nkosi threatening that elbow. That kind of hot dogging, it doesn't always sit well with judges.
Oh, big jumping knee.
That sits well with judges and the fans here.
It does not sit well on the face of Jose Torres. And Nkosi's been incredible at disengaging from the clinch game. Been absolutely... And the only time he has really engaged in the clinch, in the open form of the mat, is on his own terms when he wants to pop knees up the middle.
He's done a truly impressive job when he's been taken down, which everybody understands is Shorty Torres' best path to victory. Has been truly amazing at not taking any significant damage.
Beautiful single leg initially, changes it to a double now, takes the back of Nkosi Ndebele. Shorty Torres cannot afford to simply pop a few knees in this positions. For my money, Kirik, Shorty Torres needs a finish to win back the belt.
That's true in all likelihood, but he is causing some damage here. He is going to slow down his opponent's feet. That's going to mean he takes a little bit less damage, can take a few more risks, wants to get his opponent down on the mat and tap him out.
Midway point of the fifth and final round. Nkosi just trying to break that grip of Jose Torres. Torres trying to land a big takedown. Great balance again by Nkosi Ndebele.
Nkosi now hinged forward at the hips. Shorty very wisely switched to a single, then I believe to a double. No, he's in on that single leg. Elbow may have been just a little illegal.
Nice short elbow kick. The question you have to ask, how much energy has Jose Shorty Torres exerted trying to score these takedowns, and when he gets a little bit closer, Nkosi just pops right back up again?
Brave Nation, I don't know how many people noticed that little exchange, but Shorty indicated, brother, you hit me in the back of the head. And Nkosi was like, yeah, sorry, no worries. And now they're right back to smashing each other.
You could cut the tension in this arena with a knife. But even then, just little things like that, you really see the size difference between the two in situations like that. And Nkosi still with super quick hands. Big takedown from Shorty Torres.
There it is, the ride on Shorty Airways, but he popped right up.
Whilst that looked great, ladies and gentlemen, how effective was the takedown? Do you count the takedown under the relatively new scoring criteria, given that Nkosi just popped right back up?
It certainly would give you the advantage in the grappling portion of the fight. The question then is, how significant is the grappling portion of the fight as compared to the striking part? Beautiful limp leg.
30 seconds left. Can Jose Torres summon up that warrior spirit that he has done on so many occasions to win the belt, or will Nkosi Ndebele close this chapter of his career, close this trilogy as the Brave Combat Federation
They
title
pointed down,
champion?
he pointed down. Are they gonna trade? Shorty's like, hey, let's do it here.
Wow.
There they go, both of them have thrown their arms up in victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not one
incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All three judges scored about a unanimous decision victory. And still, the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the world, Nkosi, the future.